Hello, and welcome to this documentary feature presentation of Communicative Constitution of Organizations by Robert McPhee. This theory insists all companies are what they are because communication brings organization into existence. In other words, like coordinated management of meaning theorists, they believe that persons in conversation co-construct their social worlds, and in this case, those worlds are organizations. Now, it is important to get some definitions out of the way here first before we actually dive into the rest of the theory. Constitution is important when looking at this theory. If you're thinking about the Constitution in historical terms, that is incorrect. Instead, in the context of this theory, it refers to communication calling organization into being. The second word that this theory will explore is sense-making. This is communication behavior designed to reduce ambiguity. Now, we will get into arguably the most important part of communicative constitution of organizations, and that is the four flows of this theory. These flows are circulating systems or fields of messages. They are not something in an organization that the organization does, but rather something an organization is and is made up of. Firstly is membership negotiation, or learning and joining the ropes. This starts with the interview process and actually getting hired for the job. Secondly, it then moves on to socialization, or learning what it means to be a member of the organization. In other words, getting to know your colleagues. The second flow is self-structuring. This is figuring out who is who in the organization. It can take the form of an employee manual, memo, or sometimes a formal chart outlining the CEO in charge and the order of command under him or her. It also entails closure. This is a sense of understanding that emerges in back and forth interaction. Sense-making does not occur until this happens. The third flow is activity coordination, otherwise known as getting the job done. Usually within an organization, there are agreed upon day-to-day goals, and this flow involves the members communicating to accomplish these day-to-day goals. It could be something as simple as Target having the goal of selling products. It can also take the form of coping mechanisms through humor, in the case of policemen and firefighters with their 911 calls that they have experienced. They do this for psychological relief in order to accomplish the goal of helping people in their day-to-day lives. The fourth flow is institutional positioning, otherwise known as dealing with other people and organizations. This is another way of saying that organizations, particularly for-profit organizations, will make charitable donations to non-profit organizations, or just any organization in general may help out another organization. The for-profit organization making the charitable donation, however, needs to be selective with who they give their money to in order that they do not come across as unselective and giving their money out to everyone. A random example that I thought of, that I pulled out of thin air for no reason at all, is the idea that University of Northwestern St. Paul, an amazing grade school, can sometimes have crossover events with Bethel University. That was just a thought that I had for no reason. This concludes our look at the Communicative Constitution of Organizations by Robert McPhee. Thank you.